Hey guys, Sublord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Clone Wars Clone Commander Fox, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, as well as a good old GameStop. Pre-pandemic, in fact, because it just occurred to me that I have never reviewed this figure on either the old channel, because, well, I got him after I lost that channel, or this channel because, well, I got him during the first hiatus I took from this channel between November of 2019 and March of 2020, because let's just say your boy was in a very dark place and had to ditch some medication because of it. But at any rate, here we are. There he is. Commander Fox has since been released as a archive collection, if I'm not mistaken, so you can just pick him up on places like Big Bad Toy Store. But I do believe when he first came out, he was a GameStop exclusive. At least that's where I got mine from. It was around the same time that the Mandalorian stuff started to hit, if that tells you anything and everything at all. Either way, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look, see at all Commander Fox has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with a pair of clone Commander pistols. That said, I think Captain Rex is like the main dude that uses these types of guns, but Bly has them, and so does Wolf. I'm not sure if Jesse does or not. Jesse? Because I don't have that son of a bitch, because he was a Walmart exclusive. So hopefully they reissue him at some point. However, we do have the standard clone blaster here. And then speaking of Commander Bly, I actually jacked this from him. He also comes with this rifle. Now, whether or not it's 100% like this one, not 100% on that, but rest assured Fox does come with all 4 Clone Trooper guns, which, isn't it nice to get a Black Series figure that doesn't just come with one lousy accessory? It's awful nice. And a Black Series that also has, taking a closer look at him, some soft goods. It's always nice to get some soft goods. I mean, all the ones we've looked at this past week have had soft goods, haven't they? So that's kind of bullshit, but at any rate, excuse me. Here we have Commander Fox, not to be confused with my 8th grade social studies teacher, Mr. Fox, who's awesome in his own right. This guy's a bit of a bastard. I guess he does some pretty heinous shit in the Clone Wars cartoon. I'll have to look that up and see what goes down, but yeah. But then again, foxes are known for being cunning tricksters. At least that's what Balto 2 Wolf Quest told me. For those of you scratching your heads wondering, what the hell is he talking about? It's not important right now. Just know that this figure's pretty cool. Despite the fact that he is on the old pinned body, but really, we're going to look at Commander Bakara tomorrow. And I'm going to show you that the range isn't much better on the new bodies. It's just, they're pinless. So I guess there's that. But as far as articulation on Fox, set a look side to side, up and down. Be mindful of his visor piece, you don't want to stretch it. His shoulders will bend in. Kind of gotta push him a little bit. It's not even like warping the pauldron or scratching it. It's just really a pain in the nuts to get that up. But rest assured, it's not doing the bumping and grinding that the Obi-Wan we looked at yesterday tends to do. Especially this side. This side you can tend to... Why I'm whispering. But at any rate, his shoulders will rotate up and down. Very, very tight. But yeah, I think the only thing with my Fox is he's got a little bit of mold degradation on the pauldrons right here, and then right here on this one. It's how it came out the mold, so it's not exactly from shifting the arm up. I mean, again, I'll show you. You can do it. It doesn't scrape, but there is a little lip on this pauldron for me, so it does tend to get caught if I don't push a little bit. But maybe I could chip that off at some point. But, you know, he just stands on my shelf anyway, so do I really care? Not really. Bicep swivel, double elbow, which, I mean, you get 90 out of it because of the elbow pad. But what more can you really get with a design like that? It's got a swivel in the wrist as well as a hinge. This hinge is up and down. This hinge is in and out. Pop his arms out. His torso will rotate side to side. It'll lean forward and back a little bit, tilt side to side as well. It's not loose at all, actually. I just adjusted it. Holy crap. Hips will kick out, back down, forward. If you turn the thigh, you can get more out of it, but since he doesn't have a boot cut, that's a little unfortunate. That's the one thing, the one area the new body kind of improves on is the hips, because you can rotate the hip all the way up and then turn it at the knee and still get probably just as much bend out of it, especially on Bakara. And then he does have a hinge in the foot, which I guess it does move back a little bit with a rocker. But there you go. That is Fox in a nutshell. A figure I thought I had reviewed, but did not. So, pox on me, I guess. Popping his pistols in the holsters there. That can be easier said than done because the arms don't want to go out. But once you get them in there, they're nice and secure. I know because I have both Wolf and Rex and, well, Jesse's. Not Jesse, what's the other one? Bly. So, I'm very much familiar with how these pistols go in. There's also like a clone commander from the Bad Batch. I don't know if that's just the basic white clone with the black commando bits, but if that's the case, I definitely want to get that one. Because I had both that clone commando and this guy right here, good old Fox, in Lego back in the day. And my neighbor swiped my Commander Fox helmet. Come to find out, I don't remember if I ever got that back, but you know, I got this guy now, so do I really care? Of course I do. I don't like people messing with my shit, but at any rate, there we go. There he is with his blaster in hand. I'll spare you the trouble from seeing me struggle to put that in two hands, because, well, I'm feeling generous today. You know what? Screw you guys. It's not that hard. Just pop this up. Pop it that way. And then this. And then this. Slide this in. And that's it. Like, there you go. There he is holding his blaster with two hands. Like, was that really that bad? That took me all of, like, 10 seconds to do. I don't know. I think this old body still holds up as far as the arms go. I think the legs being upgraded on the new ones is really the only improvement. But like I said, we'll talk about that when we take a look at Bakara. So, with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Commander Fox alongside a couple other clone leaders, quote unquote, from the Clone Wars series. We have, of course, my boy Captain Rex to the left and Commander Cody to the right. And is it just me, or would it be nice to get a Phase 2 Commander Cody at some point? Because if I'm not mistaken, this is Phase 3. There is a Phase 1 variant of Captain Rex from the Ahsoka show out there that I do need to pick up, as well as a commando droid from Clone Wars, which I don't know how those two slipped under my radar, but they did. However, despite all of that, I think Commander Fox looks great with these two. I love these clone commander, captain, lieutenant, whatever characters. They just all flesh real well together and look great as just one big group of unique clone troopers. I think that's really, really cool. But getting these two out of the way, so we can bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. Right there. And the infamous Kurt Living Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while he may be a bit of a bastard in the Clone Wars animated series, I have to say that, well, in this case, not so good old Commander Fox here is definitely one of the cooler clone commanders we've gotten in the Life of the Black series line, despite the fact that, yes, he's on the old school pinned clone trooper slash commander body buck. That said, are we really missing out on that much extra range in terms of articulation between this buck and the new buck? Well, we're going to talk about that tomorrow when we take a look at Commander Bakara, but needless to say, I'm going to tell you right now, probably not. But I guess you can be the judge of that. I don't exactly push the new clone trooper bodies as far as they possibly could go, for one reason that, again, we'll talk about tomorrow. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.